Well, YouTube, right here, the Malik Aaron. Now we're gonna get to some more interesting reviews. That is the 2017 Power Rangers. Yeah. This is the big budget reboot to the Power Rangers show that's been going on since the 90s and earlier than that, because in Japan it's called Super Sentai, and that's been going on for much longer. But I don't have time to get into that. If you subscribe to my channel, you see my videos, I've already reviewed the 1995 Power Rangers. I did that about 3 months back. If you want to go check that out, you can. But this is the newest one. Now, this got a bit of controversy early on because some people didn't like the redesigns of the suits. Everyone roasted them, calling them just a bunch of Iron Man knockoffs. Personally, I think they're okay. I mean, they're not gonna go and look exactly like the TV show because that looks way too cheesy, so they had to change it up. Also, their Zords, see right here. I mean, they look cool. And you got Rhea Repulsa, played by Elizabeth Banks. At first, I wasn't feeling her, but then after a while, I got more into her, performance and her character, because she knows this is stupid, this is silly, this isn't supposed to be taken seriously, even though it kind of is. I still liked her performance, personally. So, yeah, I remember the build-up to this. Like, the first trailer, everyone's just like, it looks like Chronicle. What is this? Yeah, because it did look like, a bit like Chronicle in a way. And I like Chronicle. I love that movie. Fortunately, it ended up, after that, Josh Trank torpedoed his career with Fan Four Stick. But I've already reviewed Fan Four Stick, and I don't want to mention it ever again. But I was excited. Some people, because, I don't know. I guess I could compare, when it comes to these reboots, probably the most anticipated reboot, at least in my lifetime, that I saw was, the 2014 Ninja Turtles. I looked on that thing every day, trying to get as much information as I possibly can about that movie. Here, wasn't quite like that, but it was still frequent. And because, it's just such a controversial thing, especially after that disaster of a movie that I will never mention again. Let's just say it involves Ghost and Chris Hemsworth and Ghost, Chris Hemsworth, and women. Let's just say it involves all those three, because I'm not mentioning that name because it doesn't deserve it. And I'm never reviewing it ever on this show, so making that perfectly clear. So now, I'm gonna read the back. Why do they make these text boxes so small? It's ridiculous. I mean, you have to put it somewhere. You need some type of description. Seriously. So, Saban's Power Rangers follows 5 extraordinary teens who must become something extraordinary when they learn that their small town of Angel Grove and the world is on the verge of being obliterated by an alien threat. So you got these 5 teenagers with attitude, as they said in the original show. So you got Jason, Billy, Zach, Kimberly, and Trinity. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. So you got 5 characters. So Jason, the Red Ranger, he's like a football. Well, he was like a star football player, but then he did bad things. He pulled a. Remember in Boondocks where I think it was I forgot the kid's name, where he was just like, it's fun to do bad things. If you know that, leave it in the comments. But yeah, he does bad things, does something real stupid. And he has like a tracking bracelet tracking thing on his ankle. So he has to go to detention. And whatnot. So that's his backstory. And what's next? You have Kimberly, who's kind of have a really bad reputation at school. I'm not going to be too specific on what that is. Let's just say it's not PG. It's the best I can put it. She had like nice long hair, and then she like cut it. And actually looks better with a cut. So yeah, so a little backstory. Billy, this is the one that got actually a lot of coverage, and that's because they did with Billy. They made him autistic in a way that's kind of like a trait of his. And you really don't, I mean, you kind of see that now in the mainstream media. I mean, like, there's this show, The Good Doctor, that's getting such good ratings. I'm surprised, honestly. But yeah, they made him autistic in a way. And, you know, like, if you want to make this modern, you have to have some things to make it modern, you know? So I'm kind of glad they put that in there. But then you got the other two. You have Zach. We don't know much about him. He's just kind of a hobo. And, like, he has, like, a sick mom. And, like, he's just... Well, that's all we know. And Trinity, we know literally really nothing about... We know some things. They're not too important. But we don't know that much about her. These three get the most... These three right here get the most development. These two, not so much. And, yeah. And so they all go to the same place at the same time, coincidentally. And then they find, like, these little coins. These 5 little coins. And I'm just like, how convenient. Ugh. And then they go to, like... Yeah, I mean, they find them, and then they realize they get, like, superpowers. Like, they can jump really far. They have, like, super strength and whatnot. And they're just like, where's this coming from? And then they find out, like, it's these coins that caused it. So I figure out, go back to the site, see, you know, what's going on. And then they fall into a pool. And then that pool transforms them to, like, this spaceship. An alien spaceship. And they're all confused, and they meet, what's his name? I believe it's Alpha. Basically, Bill Hader as, forget his name. Alpha 8, Alpha 9, Alpha 7. You know, let's just call him Bill Hader. So, yeah, you know, he's like an alien robot. And then he's like trying to tell him what's going on. And then meet Zordon, Bryan Cranston. There's a big old Bryan Cranston head. So that's nice. And so he tells them that you all are the Power Rangers. You have a lot of potential, but you got to train. And then they train, they grow more together as characters, but then you also have to have a villain because this is an action movie. So you have Rita Repulsa in the beginning of the movie. It's a flashback where Bryan Cranston, Zordon, well, he dies, but then his, like, I guess his consciousness is now in the ship. It's now connected with the ship. So I guess that's what happened there. So Rita Repulsa comes back to life from the dead. And she needs gold, obviously. You know, to build Goldar, this giant gold monster. That's all it is. And, so, you see, like, these 5 characters, grow as characters, grow and, as a team. And it's like, oh, this is nice. I like this. Surprised there's not a lot of action. But then we get to action, and Billy, well, this is a spoiler, but he dies. But then it's brought back to life. Because what Zordon wanted was that he wanted to have a body again. But in order to, he needed to save Billy, so he sacrificed that in order to give Billy life. And that's what happened there. And then all 5 get their Power Ranger suits, and it's all cool. And then they get their Zords, and then they ride them. Then we get a huge battle where, oh my gosh, if you thought Man of Steel's product placement was bad, you haven't seen it. You ain't seen nothing yet with this movie, because Krispy Kreme, they make donuts and whatnot. They're a plot point. They are a part of the plot. Literally. Product placement is a plot point. But my question, why Krispy Kreme? Honestly, like, it feels so random. It's like Krispy Kreme, I asked Lionsgate, they're just like, can we please be in your movie? Can we have a major role? And it was like, fine. Saban was probably like, fine, you could be in our movie. And then Krispy was like, this will help boost our sales. It probably did. When the opening weekend the movie came out, it probably boosted their sales a lot. But yeah, it's so ridiculous. Because they have to go, Rita Repulsa has to go find Krispy Kreme, and then in the middle of all this destruction, the best part of the movie, she just sits in there and eats a Krispy Kreme donut. It just sits there and eats it. And she's just in the restaurant. It's fantastic. It's the best scene in the movie. Because it's so ridiculous and over the top that it's great. It's fantastic. If you're gonna watch this movie, you gotta watch that moment. Because that moment almost makes this entire movie. So yeah. So typical Power Rangers stuff happens like you see on the show. If you've seen the show, you know the formula. They all fight the monster. They think they win. But then the monster gets bigger. So they all combine their Zords to create, like, basically a big old Voltron transformer. And when this movie, it literally looks more like one of those, it doesn't look like a transformer. It looks like the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. That's what it reminds me of. And, they fight. You think they're gonna die, but then they don't. They beat Goldar, they beat Rita, they saved the day. Hooray! Most of Angel Grove is destroyed, but will probably be rebuilt in like a day. That's how this goes. And, everything's going back to normal, I guess. And then they all hang out, and it sets up for a sequel that we probably won't get, unfortunately, because, well, it did well opening weekend. It just took a Batman v Superman and fell off the charts fast. And, I've heard DVD sales and toy sales have really helped. So maybe it's not out of the question. Maybe the sequel isn't dead, but I doubt it. I don't know if it'll get a sequel, honestly. That's just how the world works, sadly. So, what do I think of this movie? I like it. I think it's pretty fun. But the problem is, it's kind of like a reverse Transformers. Because the main gripe with Transformers movies, the Michael Bay ones, is that all the people want to see, all the people like, The only thing people like are Transformers. You know, Optimus, Bumblebee, Megatron, Starscream. You know, the Transformers. What the movies are. What they're named after. But then the human characters are awful. No one wants to deal with them. Because there's too many human characters in the movie. This is the opposite. I actually like the normal stuff, you know, them being, you know, teenagers. I like that. I thought that was really good, but then they got to, like, the Power Rangers stuff. It just, I don't know, it wasn't that great, honestly. So, yeah, it's weird, honestly. That's why they just cast. I think they all did pretty good, especially Billy. He's probably, I think, all the Power Rangers here, he's probably the best one. Like, you know, he's like the most entertaining of the group. I mean, all the others are fine, but he's the best, honestly. He's the best of the group. Repulsa, I already said, wasn't really into it at first. That was a little too campy, but then she just got into it and went all the way. I was just like, alright, now I see it. I mean, the action, it's not bad. It's just really underwhelming. Considering the majority of this movie is them not being Power Rangers. And then the final part, like last 20, 30, 25-ish minutes are Power Rangers. It kind of takes you out of the movie, you know? So yeah. So what I give this out of 10? I would give it a 7. Personally, I mean, yes, the Krispy Kreme stuff is very ridiculous, but it is very entertaining just watching that. Because it's so dumb that you just have to see it. So 7 out of 10. If you're a Power Rangers fan, I don't know. You'll like some parts of this. You won't like others. But I think it's pretty decent. So 7 out of 10. I mean, it's your choice, honestly. If you're a non-Power Rangers fan, just want an action movie where you could just watch and be like, and you're probably just gonna be like, that was pretty good. Wish I had more action, but it was good. So yeah, that is Power Rangers, or Saban's Power Rangers, sorry. And yeah, that's that. And now that match. Roman Reigns, Triple H. It's match time. WrestleMania 32 rematch. One of the worst main events in WrestleMania history. We're going to see it right here, right now, because everyone hated Roman Reigns. They didn't want to see the match. They booed him out the building. Actually, they didn't even boo. It was like, well, it was a mixture of boos, but then also a lot of dead silence. And the last thing you want is dead silence. And then Roman won the title, and then everyone booed. And then they booed even louder the next night. And then Roman got suspended, and then he hasn't been champion since. He probably will at next year's WrestleMania, because that's gonna be just... So now we're gonna see that match play out right here, right now on this channel. So let's do it. Alright, you two ready to have better. You two better have a better match than you did at Mania. We will, because I'm good and he's bad. The way the fans viewed it. Hey, it's not fair. I'm the big dog. I'm gonna clock your face in, just like at WrestleMania. But now I got my daddy and my, I don't know, sister, I guess? Sister, I don't know. Yes, me, Steph, Vince, and yeah, us three, we're gonna dominate this show. Now hold on! Who's that? Me. Oh, Dave. What's good?
Nothing's good. I'm very triggered. About what? About Blade Runner 2049. Oh boy. Look, Dave. Dave, I'm sorry it didn't work out. I saw your movie. I liked your movie more than a lot of other people. But you have to understand, Dave. The movie just wasn't mainstream friendly. Nothing's mainstream friendly. WWE isn't. They try to be mainstream friendly by no blood and all PG. We're a family friendly company. Everything's all rainbows and sunshine. It's a lie. Used to be cool. People used to like the product. Now it's pure trash. That's why I left not once, but twice. Even if they do let me in the Hall of Fame, I'm only going to be there that one time, then I'll never come back. Unless I face this man one last time. Well, I like the idea. It'll be a really good match. Even though you did beat me I'll let you beat me 3 times in 2005 at Wrestlemania, Backlash, and Vengeance in the Hell in a Cell. Yeah, well, I appreciate that for you, man, but you got me booed. Well, it wasn't my fault because there was no Daniel Bryan, so they booed you. Still, I'm triggered. I'm triggered everything, man. I'm all sad. So my next project was going to be, we're going to be an Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War. So make sure to see that May 4th, 2018. Alright, you guys gonna watch it? I didn't believe you in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'll believe you now. I'll watch it. Thanks. You won't know. I'm gonna be champ during that period, so at least I'll be champ. Because you were supposed to be champ, but you weren't, so sucks for you. Oh! Dave did not take kindly to that comment. And this play match between Roman and Triple H is just gone. Oh! Oh! Ugh. You're gonna pay. Oh! Elbow drop. Something you don't see from Batista. And now... Oh my gosh. Alright. Ring the bell. Ring a ding. Ding, I guess. But what the... Oh! I guess Triple H and Batista are now best buds, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Triple H gets his revenge. Triple H and Batista are now best friends. They now have a common enemy. Now hold on. No. Vince, you need to leave. I refuse to leave. Dave, what are you doing? I treated you like a son. Don't you treat everyone like your son? Supposedly. You shut up. You're not my son. You're a loser. Like my son Shane. He's a loser too. I hope he leaves and never comes back. But you were the man. Those until you made John Cena the man, and then you turned the whole product PG, bunch of lame storylines. That's why I left. Even when I came back, you promised me all of this, and I didn't get anything. So now I left again. It's not about what you want. It's what I want. It's all about me. So screw you, screw Triple H, screw all the fans. And screw all of you fanboys who all just sit at home in your parents' basement arguing, complaining instead of having real lives. Yeah, I'm sick of all of you. I'm sick of all this. Come on, Roman. We're going home. Yeah, take your fake son with you. Vince, shut up. Now, Roman, we're gonna go home and yeah, we're just gonna do things. Do things, he says. Shut up. Right now. Come on, Roman, let's get out of here. Well, that was weird. Yeah, this whole thing was weird, mainly because Batista showed up for some reason. Yeah, because I'm his best friend. We were in evolution. Yeah, evolution for life. Not the type of evolution people are thinking of. Or stable. Me was me. Batista. Orton. Flair. It's great. It's fantastic. So what's the next review? It is going to be a movie that's considered a modern day sci-fi classic. Blade Runner 2049? That's one of the things. Sweet. At least someone saw it. It's not like people didn't see it. It's because most audiences just found it boring. I didn't, because I enjoy this type of stuff. They found it boring. So I'm sorry. It sucks. Yeah. It's District 9. Oh, I remember that. That was great. What happened to the guy who made it? Well, he did Elysium, which was kind of underwhelming. And then he did Chappie. And then he was supposed to do Alien 5, but then that fell apart, and that became Alien Covenant, a movie that I despise, personally. Now the Alien series is more or less dead. And so is Neil Blomkamp's career, so it's a pretty sad story. Alright. That's terrible, honestly. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more than me and the animal, the game. We are out.